more. Two of them in this game. Julian Candelon, although he'll come off the bench, as Terry Bruahwa kicks off and he bounces it to touch. So that's a pretty good start for France as they run down behind the kick by Bruahwa into the attacking zone against Kenya. I'm Keith Quinn, and with me is Carlton Ana from New Zealand.
Yeah, good kick and good use of the win there from Terry Bruahwa. Straight off the bat, it's going to be a tough throw for Kenya.
So there's one of the 30-year-olds throwing, but when you see him with the ball, Collins Injera, terrific runner, and he'll get the ball here. No, he won't. He's assisting in the sort of scrum half and driving over the top roll, and that's Bush Mwale, number one. So good, vigorous start by Kenya, and a good tackle there by Bastien Berenguel from France, and taken quickly, and nice passing out wide by the French, and it's Alexandre Lagarde who keeps the average age down for the French senior citizens, if you like. He's just 20 years of age, and he crosses for the first try. Yeah,
well, this is the combination that worked so well for them last night in their last game, France. Icardi too, the young man Lagarde, was outstanding. He got a couple of tries yesterday, and he starts day 3 just as well. Young man new on the scene, but he was making every post a winner here in Las Vegas.
Well, they signed him up. He's come from nowhere, and they signed him up for the full tour this year. So we'll be seeing more of him, and more goal kicking like that. That was a nice kick after a nice try.
Yeah, Terry Bruahwa making a difference. You can see he's just straight onto the ball, so aware as the captain for France takes it forward. Knows the defense has to stay, and it leaves a little bit of a gap for this guy to exploit on the outside.
So there's the same deepish kickoff. This one bounces ahead of Lugonzo, Augustin Lugonzo at 22. Over the top as Jean-Baptiste Mazoué. Oh, clearing away for Kenya is Oscar Oyori. Wheels, they nickname him. You can see why, but a wonderful chase brings him down. He has a lot of speed, Oyori, and also bustling play from number 12, Willie Mbaka.
Yeah, but look at this sweeping from Terry Bruahwa. It is a nice break from Oyori. From here, I thought he was in for all money, but Terry Bruahwa, the smaller man on a bigger man, chases, and look at him, perfect tackle, gets up and challenges at the breakdown. Affects another tackle, and that gives time for the young man Lagarde to get back and push it over the sideline. Outstanding.
Well, this is fantastic by Bruahwa, isn't it? Because he was a world under-21 champion. We see a fumble by Icardi in the in-goal area. He was a world under-21 champion as far back as 2006. It's a long time ago, but to put in the effort in that sprinting back was fantastic. And then the underarm throw into the line out, and the simple pass back really to Icardi. That was a shock fumble, really. So now here is Collins Injera. We saw him take a wee look. Look at the good personal battle between these two veterans, Injera and Bruahwa. Yeah, just a little tap and hello, bonjour between the two.
Crouch. Closer. Bind.
Collins Injera, the scorer,
Set.
top scorer of tries all time on the tour, all countries. Needs it quickly here. He's going to have a dash on his own, is he? No. Fumble. That'll be called back as Lugonzo crosses.
Well, this is a good make-up tackle from Icardi. He actually rushes up on Oscar Oyori. Oyori just saw him out the corner of his eye, and that's what forced the fumble. Good make-up there from Icardi after he dropped the ball to put France under pressure. But remember, there was a big breeze behind the French, so all they need to do is get a good scrum and just kick it right downtown.
Come closer. Thank you. Crouch.
Referee is Pablo De Luca of Argentina.
Set.
So you hear the language there of Injera
Stop,
calling.
seven.
There is the kick.
Okay,
You read the book here, Carl, and using the wind beautifully.
That is so tough from a Kenyan point of view. You just had a scrum only meters out from the French try line, and you have to jog 70 meters back and now affect an efficient line out. Very tough to do.
Nice kick by Stephen Paredes. Carl Tanana with me, played many years in Wellington, nicknamed by some terrible people, Windy Wellington. So you know all about playing with the breeze coming down the ground, Carl. And in Wellington, they used to say, win the toss and play with it. And here's Baruawa in the chase again. He's going to do it again, is he? My word, he catches him by the coattails this time. That is a brilliant save by the little man, the Petit General. And down goes Jonathan Logel, saving in goal, but it's the ball lost forward, and it'll be a Kenyan put in.
What's so impressive about this is Teddy Barawa bides his time when to tackle. Again, a nice one-on-one break on the outside. But watch Teddy Barawa. Look at the physical mismatch there between the two players. He bides his time, waits for the fin, times it nicely, and then goes down with the sliding tackle. That is brilliant work. He saved his team 14 points already.
He has indeed. You add him up. Put him near his name, and he's got two at the other end with a brilliant sideline conversion.
Substitution 5.
And so there's the man that made the big kick downfield, Stephen Paredes. And there's strapping we can see under there already from this guy, a regular on the tour.
Closer.
One thing about the French team,
Coach.
and indeed the Kenyan team, they keep the same, more or less the same squad in recent seasons, travelling the world. And Njira now into the backs. That's Ayodi, who's, you see, number 13 on his back, whereas each team only has 12 players. That's because there's been a player out injured, and he's come in as the substitute player to join the 12. France have done the same too with their number 13, Sacha Vallot, who's come in for Vincent Inigo. There is Njira in pass. They're playing pretty lively football, both teams here. Njira's pass away. Bursting through is Bush Mwale. And he does it with a lovely bit of Kenyan flair.
They've had, I think, 3 line breaks this Kenyan team, and finally they're able to get some reward out of it. Just a left foot step on Lajau. That's a mismatch all day long, and Busham Wale, he likes that one.
Good flourish at the end. Carl, look at this. Down it goes, and whoosh. Conversion is good, and it's 7-0. See how the wind holds that kick up from right under the posts, and half-time has reached here to the delight of the Kenyan fans at 7-0. And a bit crafty, he's got Bastien Berengel, and the man who scored the try, Alexandre Lagarde, who are new guys. And there's number 2, Lagarde. He looks pretty quick, and that one's bounced away from the other new guy, Bastien Berengel.
Berengel has to take this ball. Alexandre Lagarde did so well to take that kick off and then give him an opportunity on the outside. They have to be more aware, and look, they put themselves under extreme pressure straight from the kickoff.
Just having a look at Collins Njira. He is a veteran of 68 tournaments, and Terry Baruawa has played in, this is his 41st. So they've been on the road for many a month, many a year, and look at this, a good run. Odiambo.
I think the referee's saying that he's actually held here, so he has to release the ball on the ground. He doesn't. I thought he wasn't stopped and had momentum, but the referee thought otherwise, so that's a huge let off for this French team.
France scored first. Kenya replied just before halftime. France playing into the wind is whipping down from the desert, the Mojave Desert here in Las Vegas, Nevada, part of Clark County.
Line, please.
And they say the Kenyans feel here like it's a home game. They get such great support
Open,
all
please.
over the
Open the
country
gap.
and
Thank you.
from back home and make their way here. Ruahua to throw. He came originally from Vizier, that great rugby town. great run in the French Championship back in the 60s and into the 70s. Passed away this time by Jonathan Logel. Probing for space, aren't they? Lagarde with it. Berenguer getting away from Injera. That's Berenguer there, and he's passed it away to Amonde, and the KG 33-year-old takes it in. There's Injera being very selfless in playing this game. Collins Injera just passing it off. Odhiambo is there as Injera now, again passing it away.
Release.
Nice pass out wide, finds Mbaka.
High tackle.
High tackle, Injera takes it. Is he going to have a go? He takes the tackle again.
Away one.
Nelson Oyo. This is not so good now, Carl. Just getting a little loose from both teams.
Yeah, I think
7
the
and 9 blue.
Kenyan team just been a little bit individualistic there. Collins
7 and
Injera
9.
actually had a two-man overlap on the outside with no French players there. He was selfish and took it into the setup, and that's the end result. They try to move it wide. And in the end, great defence again, great scramble from this French side.
You see there the 2023, that's the bid that the French Rugby Federation is trying to put together and win favour to have the Rugby World Cup for 15s in France in
It's okay.
2023. That's after it's held in Tokyo in 2019. The other country bidding is Ireland,
Bind.
the Republic of Ireland and Northern
Sit.
Ireland. So keen bidding going on, but there's good advertisement for the French bid on the jerseys here in Las Vegas. The run coming in there by Jean-Pascal Barak. Referee is De Luca of Argentina.
Oh, and this is going to be a huge mistake. Someone threw the ball
kicked
away,
the
so it's
ball.
going to be a
Yellow
yellow
card.
card. They should know better than this. He's a young man, but he's going to have to learn from this Lagarde, the try scorer.
So away he goes. 2 minutes sitting on the bench. The clock won't stop till he sits on the chair. Won't start till he sits on the chair.
This is the ill discipline. You can see him at the back of the ruck. He kicks the ball away. He just can't do that on the 7 series now.
And yet we see it, 3 or 4 times this weekend. And there's Injera, who realises it's 7 on 6. And the crafty man adds another one to his grand total. And he's in for the try. Look at that, 2-4-1.
Finally, the staunch defence from France breaks. You see a little bit of deception. It holds a player, numbers on the outside. There's the mismatch that they were looking for. Thierry Brahoua cannot keep Collins Injera out.
And the French players may well be looking to the sideline to their young man Lagarde and saying, oh, why did you do that? Nudge it away with your toe, which created the overlap in player numbers, which enabled them to make the deception and the easy run in for Injera. There's a reminder to that battle that's going on this season and here in Las Vegas between Injera and Norton. They're both here, and the gap is now at 4 tries at the top of the all-time table between the two teams. Remember, this game here you're watching is a trophy semi-final. Good points here from two teams who really need these. They're both positioned about the same on the table after 4 events. This is at the end of today will be the halfway point of the season. So here's number 1 for France, the man they nicknamed Rabbi. That's Logel. And now Candle, the one they nicknamed Candle. Candelon is on. He's the oldest player in the tournament, but the craftiest probably.
Well, they're slowing the play down here, Keith, because when they kick it out, they'll be able to get up to their full complement of 7. There's still a minute left, so that's plenty of time to try and even up this game. You have to have a winner so they can force it into extra time. Julien Candelon, former Test player, wasn't he?
Well, for the last 3 or 4 seasons we've been saying he's the oldest guy in the tournament, which is very unfair because he's certainly young, and his outlook and, you know, 11 years on the tour is a real compliment to his commitment and his fitness. Julien Candelon, and he gets the ball now out wide, and he meets Collins and Gira, two veterans, if you like. Buruahua. This is better from France, running hard, but the defence is coming across. The tackler for Kenya is Mbaka. Again, Buruahua, the spearhead of so many of their tackles, their attacks.
Tackle, release!
Away from Buruahua again, Les Lagarde. Out wide, can they get it to Candelon? He's very quick out wide, perhaps not as quick as he once was, but he's a valuable man to have. It's right by the post there. There's, remember, extra time if the game is even at the end. We've just got seconds to play, and what does the referee say? He's the key man in the picture at the moment, Pablo De Luca. And he says, no try. He says it's over. Celebrations for Kenya. Disappointment for the French team as Kenya wins by 14-7. Look how close this was.
Yeah, Shasha was the one, but it was the right call. Collins and Gira, who just scored the try in the winner in the end for this Kenya team, was the one underneath stopping that ball getting down.
Disappointment for France. Celebration for Kenya. They win and progress 14 points to 7.